Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Brad, and it's time now for Be Happy, Not Sad with Pastor Brad. How are you doing out there today? I just decided, with coronavirus with the coronavirus and all, that I would wear my mask so I would not spread the coronavirus to you just in case I have it. Now, I don't have it, but if I did have it, I wouldn't want to spread it to you. So that's why I'm wearing the mask today. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like the mask. I know. Let me just tell you, I know that I'm not going to spread the virus to you through the phone. I'm just trying to be funny because today it's Be Happy, Not Sad with Pastor Brad. Well, a lot of people are saying the masks don't help, that they don't stop the coronavirus. And I don't know if they do or not, but I'll tell you one thing. There's a few things these masks are really, really good for, and that's what I'm going to tell you about today. Why I love the mask. Now, the first thing that the mask is really good with is bad breath. Have you ever been around somebody with bad breath? Ooh, boy, it's tough to smile and be happy and they're breathing that bad breath all over you. Well, bad breath, these masks will help stop bad breath. You know how I know? Because when I have bad breath and I put on a mask, all that bad breath goes right up my nose. Have you had that happen yet? It's a good way to measure and to see if you have bad breath. If you don't know if you have bad breath, just put on a mask and then you'll know if you have bad breath. Somebody told me that we need to pass out breath mints with the mask so they won't have to smell their breath if it's bad. That's a great idea. And you know what? I've got another great idea. I'm thinking we ought to be handing out masks at the entrance of the church from now on till Jesus comes. Even if we get rid of the coronavirus and don't need the mask for that, you know what? Sometimes people come to church with bad breath. So I've got this idea. We're going to assign somebody to the bad breath ministry. We are going to have a person that we designate as the breath analyzer. We're going to call him the BA, the breath analyzer. And he will be in charge of the breath analyzing ministry. And so what we'll do is when somebody comes to church and they come in the door, they will have to go to the breath analyzing ministry table. And they'll walk up to the breath analyzer and they will blow in his face. And he will determine whether or not they have to put on a mask because of their bad breath. How do you like that? And then we'll never have anybody in the church going around spreading bad breath all over the place. And sometimes we forget things. So we need a mask to make sure that we don't spread bad breath around the church. Now, besides the mask being good for bad breath, it's also good for something else. And I know this is a very serious subject, but I'm just going to tell you, we need to keep these masks around. Because all of us have a nose. Have you noticed that? We all have a nose. Noses are very interesting. If you no, don't look at noses. But anyway, they're very interesting. And there's something about the nose. One is they grow hair. Did you know the nose grows hair? Now, if you're young and you've never thought about that, I'm glad to be able to be the one to let you know that as you get older, especially, hair will start growing in your nose more than ever. You see, I realized this. If I could get hair to grow on the back of my head where there's just a small little bald spot back there, if I could just get the hair in my nose to grow on that bald spot, man, I could be a hippie again. I could grow hair all over the place and probably stick up like that. But anyway, that would be fun. Matter of fact, I thought one day I would get me some tweezers, let my nose hair grow out a little bit longer than normal, and get up there and pluck those nose hairs out by the root. And then I'd take that nose hair, put a little Vaseline up there, and stick that nose hair down on my scalp, and maybe it would take root. and start growing back there. Man, I could be rich if that was the case. I could sell my nose hairs. Anyway, if you got nose hairs, maybe you rush out to church one Sunday morning and about halfway to church you think, oh no, I forgot to trim my nose hairs. And you don't want anybody to notice that. So what do? You get a mask and make sure you wear it over your nose like you're supposed to. That way it'll cover up the nose hair. Now another thing is sometimes you have to sneeze. And sometimes when you sneeze, there's things come out of our nose, running down toward our lips. And that's very embarrassing. If you're sitting around the table at lunch, and you're like me, I sneeze a lot. I think it's allergies. But anyway, I sneeze a lot. So if you sneeze and you're at the table and you produce something when you sneeze from your nose, if you're wearing a mask, nobody will know about it. Isn't that amazing? I love the mask. The masks are so good. Now, another good use of the mask is if you're around people telling jokes that aren't funny, they won't know you're not laughing. See, my eyes are laughing, but my mouth is not laughing. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't even think that joke is funny. But if I've got on a mask, they don't know that I didn't think it was funny. So what a wonderful, wonderful thing to wear the mask. Now, there's other great uses for the mask. As I mentioned earlier now, some people are like me. They have a little bald spot up there. But this isn't about the bald spot. This is about our Jewish friends. The Jewish friends, the men, when they go to pray, they put this little hat on the back of their head. Matter of fact, I have one here somewhere. Anyway, they put a little hat back there. Well, if a Jewish guy is wanting to pray and he don't have that little hat, then what does he do? He pulls out his mask and he just puts it right up on his head. And then he can do his prayers. See there? Isn't that nice? That's a good use for the mask, isn't it? I'll tell you, these masks are wonderful. They are incredible. So you can put it right up there if you're a Jewish guy and you want to pray. So let's see. Seemed like there was another really good use. Oh, no. I shouldn't have thought about this. There is one more great use for the mask. Are you ready for this? I don't think you are. We'll be right back after this message. Nope, we don't have a message because we don't have any commercials. But here it is. Please forgive me. Would you forgive me in advance? Anyway, this is a good use for the mask. It's not so bad right now, but early on when the coronavirus hit, everybody went and bought toilet paper. Man, toilet paper, truckloads of toilet paper. There are people in their garages that can't even put their car in there because they bought so much toilet paper. I got a few cases of toilet paper at my house. I don't like it because it's that cheap stuff, but I like the fluffy kind, the kind that the bears advertise on TV. I never could figure out that, why they use bears to advertise toilet paper. Oh, anyway, that's a thought for another day. Anyway, I like the good stuff. So, therefore, for a long time, there was a toilet paper shortage all over America and probably around the world. A toilet paper shortage. So, here's the good news that I'm going to share with you. If you'll get these type of masks and you get in a bind, that's right. You get in a bind because you don't have any toilet paper and you can't buy any toilet paper, you get this kind of mask. Yep. You can use it. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you won't think real bad about me. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm just trying to make you happy. I want you to be happy, not sad, with Pastor Brad. All right, everybody. I hope you have a good day. I hope you've laughed a little bit. And by the way, we're really not going to have a breath analyzer ministry at the church. That was just a joke. So don't worry. If you come Sunday and you got bad breath, we'll let you right in. We won't even check your bad breath. All right, everybody, we love you. Hope you've had a good day. I hope you've enjoyed this Be Happy, Not Sad with Pastor Brad. Bye-bye, and you are dismissed.